Hello, I'm back with your day 10 Leagues 5 reveal, and today's reveal is a little less exciting than yesterday's, so here's my cat. There. Her name's Sweet Pea. There. Now it's just as exciting as yesterday's reveal. Um, I'll pet her while I talk about this. But today's league reveal is just some quality of life updates. We have a few nice quality of life things. The rocks, trees, respawnable items, and main world NPCs respawn up to 3 times faster, and in some cases, with like runite rocks, it's going to be much higher. So apparently, rune ore is going to be viable to mine a little bit more frequently, and they don't say everything that respawns even faster, but basic things like trees and whatnot will respawn 3 times faster, which is nice. Everyone will now be able to purchase a max cape from the Sage and Lumbridge with max total, so you don't have to have Asgarnia to have a max cape now. Tormented demons will be accessible without needing to complete Wild Gothic Sleeps, meaning the only requirement is acquiring a Sapphire Lantern. Instances have been created for Cerberus, Arachnus, and Thermonuclear Smoke Devil. We have also removed the timer when attempting to enter Daganeth King's instance shortly after leaving. So that's actually kind of a nerf because the things like Cerberus, unless you can do them outside of instances too, um, things like Cerberus, I think a lot of people were looking forward to using Last Recall to just constantly spec it out. And now with it being an instance, you won't be able to do that anymore. It sounds like um, that was one of the few bosses where you could have just Last Recalled it to death with a spec, but that shouldn't work anymore unless there's a way to not go into an instance with it. Um, and same with Daganeth Kings or Thermonuclear Smoke Devil and Serachnus. So um, that's not great actually. It sounds good on paper, but if you're taking Last Recall to specifically do those things now, it's not going to be as good, probably. Clans can now toggle shared leagues related broadcasts, including relic, area, rank, and combat mastery achievements. They will be clearly different from normal broadcasts with the league symbol next to the players' names. That's nice to see what your teammates or clan or whatever your friends are doing and unlocking. Uh, Rather than receiving a twisted bow from Chambers of Zarek, Scythe of Vitter, from Theater of Blood or Tunic Shadow from Tomes of Masket, you will instead receive a mega rare voucher, which can be given to the sage for the weapon of your choice. Which that kind of answers how we'll be getting those mega rares from the drop, which is kind of nice because now if I'm a melee based character and I do Tombs of Masket, and the first drop I want would be the scythe. Now, if I get the mega rare item, it first of all, I won't get dupes of like say a twisted bow before I get a scythe. But now I can choose to pick the scythe first, so it's very nice to choose which one you want, and you really only need to get 3 drops there now instead of getting unlucky and getting say 5 twisted bows and no scythes. So that's a really nice quality of life update. You'll just be able to choose which one you want to pick when you get it, and you can get all 3 with no dupes. Um, Zulrah is no longer immune to melee damage and has no damage cap, meaning melee weapons that can reach are viable. I was just talking about maybe picking Tyrwin yesterday, and the main reason I was not going to pick it was because I didn't want to do Zulrah because I'm going melee. So that maybe changes my mind on that. I might go Tyrwin. I That's actually way back on the table for me now. Because I'd be able to use the heli from Mauritania to just mess up Zulrah. Um, Potions and ingredients sourced during the Duke Succulus fight will no longer be removed from your inventory when waking Duke. That's pretty massive because now you can just stockpile a bunch of resources to kill Duke right away, I think, and you don't have to do the prep phase after every kill. Um, it sounds like. So you'll be able to kill Duke a lot more frequently instead of having to do the prep phase every single kill. So that's actually really big for Fremi. Pet cosmetic overrides are now carried over between leagues, including any you might have unlocked in Trailblazers Reloaded, but not prior leagues. That's good for the people who have played all the leagues and have a bunch of pets, but just a nice quality of life for pets, not anything fancy. But there's actually a ton of really nice quality of life in here, especially for melee and what I was gonna go with initially with the vouchers, with Zulrah, and with the Duke, and just being able to do resources a little bit more frequently. Like iron ore is probably going to come back 3 times faster. So those of you who take the pickaxe will still have an advantage on mining, but those of us who might not take the take the pickaxe uh, will still, maybe be able to power mine 1 iron ore instead of needing 3 rocks to do so, or just 2 maybe. Maybe you only need 2 rocks now. So there's a lot of neat little quality of life stuff in this update, but it's no crazy update. So hopefully my cat helped with that. Anyways, what do you guys think about my cat in the comments below?